Hi everyone. Well, if I'm not going to be able to sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning, I might as well do a video, right? Well, sometimes things come together or you make up your mind to learn something and it just revolutionizes everything. Whether it's going to revolutionize things from a monetary standpoint or just make things more enjoyable, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Anyway, I thought I would do this video and actually post it. I've actually been creating a lot of audio files to turn into videos. I've got about, let's see, the one that's finished, the one that I've kind of started and not quite wrapped up, and now this one. Oh, and the one that I finished and haven't posted yet. That makes 4 either existent or almost existent or getting close to existent. And now this one, I am going to make this one and post it. My goal is to do that before I have to send my computer back. Yeah, send my computer back. I'm going to have to send my computer back. The biggest problem with it is minor, but it's there. As a blind person, you wouldn't really think I would need a monitor. But I do need a monitor because, perfect example, yesterday, I was trying to make a payment. I had entered my credit card information, well, debit card information. I was treating it like a credit card, but it was a debit card because a debit card deals with money that you actually have, not money that you don't. I could do a whole separate video about that. But anyway, I'm trying to order this thing online, and I think I'm hitting the Pay Now button, and the dumb "thank you for ordering, your email about the license that you just bought is on its way" won't come up. That dialogue won't come up. I called Ira, who I have mentioned in a couple of videos, and again, I could do a whole separate video about them too, but basically they're a virtual assistant that is looking at my phone or my surroundings either through a pair of smart glasses or through the camera on my phone. I call them, and we have to use a screen sharing program to work together on my computer, partially because that just ultimately ended up being the best way to do it. But I could have the camera pointed perfectly. That virtual assistant could give me perfect directions and tell me how to point the camera exactly at the screen. And the virtual assistant would not be able to see the screen. There's something wrong with my screen. And while it's in there, I want a particular program upgraded. In order to fix the screen, certainly, and probably in order to download the correct version of the program that I want upgraded, they're going to have to literally get the computer in their office. This means I'm going to have to go without my computer for a week or two. I'm going to miss the pants off of it, especially since I just learned a program. Have you ever had a computer program on your computer forever but never bothered to learn it, and then when you finally did learn it, you were like, what in the world was holding me back? This would have been the greatest thing since sliced bread if I would have used it. If I would have known how great this program was, I would have bought the license a long time ago and I would have been using the pants off of it by now. That program is an audio editing program that is going to revolutionize my editing capabilities. Now, as recently as last week, editing together a video meant recording a whole bunch of little files on my MP3 recorder, using a second MP3 recorder to record the parts I wanted, and pause through all the rest. By the time I did that, I had 2 or 3...
5:22 a.m. One notification.
I had 2 or 3 longer files. Let me pause this and find out what that is. Oh, that's sweet. Someone reacted to a comment I put on their video. Anyway, at that point I had 2 or 3 longer files. And then I copied those 2 or 3 longer files together into one big file. By the time all this copying has happened, you get a little bit of a diminished sound quality. And then I had the issue of, okay, YouTube won't accept MP3s. Not outright. There has to be some visual element to it or it won't take on YouTube. I've tried it. I've tried strictly uploading an MP3 file. It won't work. So then I'm like, well, how am I going to turn this into an uploadable video? Well, I'll record it. I'll hook my MP3 recorder up to a speaker, put my iPhone next to the speaker, and the microphone on my iPhone can record the MP3 file being played on the speaker while the camera on the iPhone picks up whatever random images you might see, and that will be my YouTube video. After all, I can't see anything anyway. Welcome to my world. Well, that created a video that I could upload to YouTube, but it also created a video that didn't sound like I wanted it to. But it was the best thing I could do. Then I thought, well, let me try Tunes to Tube again, especially now that I have Ira. If those stupid check this checkbox if you're not a robot thing pops up, and then it won't even let me check the checkbox, I will use Ira.
5 a.m. 2 notifications.
I'll reply to that later. Okay, I thought if that CAPTCHA problem comes up again, I'll enlist Ira to help me get past it, and I'll start doing Tunes to Tube again, because that's just the best way for a blind person to create a YouTube video that has decent sound. And then I found out that Tunes to Tube, that problem seems to have gone away. I mean, I was able to do it on my own. I didn't need Ira. But I still had the issue of, by the time I get all the editing done, you still have a little bit of a diminished sound quality because you're copying things from file to file to file 2 or 3 times using a second MP3 recorder. Sometimes sound will get kind of distorted, and just, that wasn't ideal. And then came this past Thursday afternoon. I went into the Commission for the Blind to be introduced to the internet programs that I'm going to be using more in the future than the one that I have liked to use up until now, but really it's kind of going by the wayside. One of those programs that I'm going to be using is Google Chrome. Well, the shortcut on the desktop is labeled Google Chrome. I could have called it Chrome. I still could call it Chrome, but it's labeled Google Chrome. Well, I hit G and get Google Chrome. I also hit G and get Goldwave, this sound editor. Well, when I realized that, I was like, okay, if I'm constantly going to be reminded that I've got Goldwave, I need to either decide to use it or get rid of it or something, because I had gotten it because I had heard that it was the way a blind person could edit sound files, but I still didn't really have a way in mind to learn it. Well, I decided to search on the internet the next day, Friday, for some kind of tutorial from a blindness perspective on how to use Goldwave. Boy, did I strike gold. I listened to this. I thought, this sounds pretty easy. I tried it for the first time. I edited my first file. I loved it. And let me put it this way. By the end of the weekend, I had bought a license for the full program, because you get the evaluation version, the demo version, and you keep having to save your work and stop and close it down because it won't let you do any more in that particular session, which is a pain in the butt. And that eventually was going to run out because I think it limits you to, some number of 1,000 keystrokes, which is a lot of keystrokes, but as much editing as I'm going to do, no, I'm going to run out before I know it. So I bought the license, and this is going to revolutionize my editing capabilities, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to record my many files as usual. I'm going to then use Goldwave to merge all these little files into one big file, and then edit it together, get rid of the pregnant pauses, get rid of the half sentences that I turn around and decide, I'm not even going to finish that sentence, I'm just going to say this. Cut out a lot of stuff. Then I'm going to save it as an MP3, go to Tunes to Tube, upload it to Tunes to Tube, along with a picture that I have as a graphic to lay over top of, or to have Tunes to Tube lay over top of my sound file, and that's what my videos are going to be. Now, that's not to say that one takes are never going to happen again. Oh, they will, trust me. Starbucks Saturday isn't going anywhere, and I'm still going to do Starbucks Saturday on the phone. But the idea that I might do vlogs again is not a random idea. It's something that very well might happen if I get motivated, if I get the time. I do still have my 20-hour week job and plan to keep it for a good long time. But making vlogs and having them actually the kind of sound quality that I would want to listen to, that's actually going to be possible because of Goldwave. Now, I haven't yet learned how to stop a file and drop a sound effect or a few seconds of a sound effect in just right at that perfect spot and then finish the file. Can a person do that using Goldwave? Oh, I'm certain. But do I know how to do it yet? No. So, if I need to do that, I will probably still use my MP3 recorder to do that, because that's how I know how to edit music and sound effects in right at the perfect spot, which is why I'll probably still be using the two MP3 recorders to make vlogs. But if it's just a quote-unquote sit-down video, like this one is, I can solely use Goldwave. And that's what I am doing. And even with the vlogs, I just edited together my first vlog using a combination of my 2 MP3 recorder method and Goldwave. And with my MP3 recorder, I ended up making a total of 2 files, merging the 2 into one, and then editing it together. It went from like 22 minutes to 20 to something teen minutes. I haven't looked at the amount of time that the finished item will take, but yeah, the point is, this sound editor is going to revolutionize my editing ability, and therefore it might even revolutionize my videos. And again, hopefully the goal will actually happen one day, that I can get my channel remonetized, and of course, I'm not sure when I'll actually qualify for monetization, but one of these days, maybe I will qualify for remonetization, and I'll even make some money. Even if getting the channel monetized is the first step, but actually making money off of videos is another story. Back when my channel was monetized, either no one was watching the videos or whatever else was going on that I couldn't get money even when my channel was monetized. But if there's one thing I've learned about making money on YouTube, it's that it is a slow process. I will have been on YouTube for 3 years this coming September, and it still isn't happening for me. But hopefully this is something that's gonna turn things around for the better. So, this video is gonna come up, and then my computer is gonna come out of my house and go back to the computer company for a while, which means I'll be without it, which means I'll be stuck doing probably one takes because I won't be able to do Tunes to Tube unless I want to wade through with a very slow laptop that would be my backup. But once I get my computer back, I'm going to go to town. I'm going to go to town editing some things that are just for my personal use, some things that you will go on to see on YouTube. By then I'll have at least 3, maybe more, sound files to edit and convert to videos that you will see on YouTube. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm probably going to have to come up with a new YouTube schedule, figure out what day I'm going to vlog, because I'm still going to do Starbucks Saturday, but what day am I going to post either vlogs or whatever else I'm doing on Tunes to Tube? Because like I said, by then I'll have at least 3 or 4, if not more. Just because I won't have a computer does not mean I will not be recording files to, like I said, edit together as perfect sound files and then convert them to YouTube videos using Tunes to Tube. So, that's the latest news. And I'll see you as hopefully my channel grows. Thank you for watching. Please sign the Do Not Demonetize petition if you feel so moved. And I'll see you for the next video. Bye.